Welcome everyone to Smarter HR Management, exploring Zoho People features, where we'll dive into how Zoho People empowers you to manage, collaborate, and streamline HR processes more effectively. We're excited to have you with us, and we hope you're safe wherever you are. Leading today's session is Elmer, one of our dedicated account managers. So over to you, Elmer.
So thanks, Elaine, for the introduction. Last week, we've explored the collaboration side of Zoho Workplace. So now let's shift gears and talk about something equally important: managing your people. So every business knows that employees are the backbone of the company, right? But as your team grows, so does the complexity of managing HR processes. So things like attendance, leave tracking, performance reviews, and employee records. So that's where Zoho People comes in. So it's actually Zoho's HR management system designed to simplify and automate everyday tasks. So instead of relying on spreadsheets or scattered manual processes, so Zoho People puts everything in one organized platform. So with Zoho People, HR teams saves time on repetitive admin work. Managers get more visibility into their teams, and employees enjoy self-service access to their own information. And in other words, it also helps create a smoother and more transparent work experience for everyone. So in this part of the session, we will explore the different features of Zoho People, how they work in live scenarios or in real life scenarios, and why it's practical solution for both small businesses and large organizations. So let's begin with the integrated recruitment. So hiring the right people is one of the biggest challenges for any companies, right? So usually, recruitment involves multiple tools, such as job posting, resume collection, email follow-ups, and interviews. So it can quickly become messy. So with Zoho People integrates smoothly with our recruitment system, the Zoho Recruit, which is, as mentioned, our Zoho's applicant tracking system. So this means HR doesn't have to manually move candidate data from one system to another. So once a candidate is hired, their details flow directly from Recruit into Zoho People, creating their employee profile instantly. So, for example, if you hire someone for a marketing role, so their information such as resume, contact details, offer letter can be transferred automatically into Zoho People. So no duplication, no errors. So this integration saves HR time, reduces mistakes, and ensures a smooth transition from candidate to employee. So after the recruitment, the next big step is the onboarding. So onboarding is all about making sure new hires feel welcome and get started smoothly. So in many companies, this process can be overwhelming, right? So lots of forms to fill, policies to read, and documents to sign. So with Zoho People, onboarding is streamlined and digital, so HR can create a custom onboarding checklist where new employees can fill out their personal information, upload documents, and e-sign policies all online, even before their first day. So, for example, instead of HR manually sending dozens of forms by email, so the system can guide the new hire step by step, filling out tax forms, uploading an ID, acknowledging company rules, and even watching welcome videos. So there's a role here. New employees spend less time on paperwork and more time getting engaged with their team and the work. So now let's talk about employee management. So every company, no matter how small or large, needs a reliable way to store and organize employee information, right? So without a proper system, data often ends up scattered across spreadsheets, email folders, and filing cabinets, which makes it hard to keep track. So Zoho People provides a centralized employee database. So here, HR can manage all employee records, personal details, job roles, department infos, documents, even emergency contacts, all in one secure place. So, for example, if a manager needs to, quickly check an employer's role, or even the joining date or the reporting manager. So they don't have to dig through files or ask HR. So everything is just a few clicks away. So this central system ensures accuracy, easy access, and most importantly, compliance with data security standards. So in short, employee management in Zoho People keeps your workforce information organized, accessible, and up to date. So next, let's look at the attendance management module here. So tracking attendance is one of the most basic yet important HR tasks. So many companies still rely on manual punch cards, spreadsheets, or physical logbooks, which can lead to errors and wasted time. So with Zoho People, attendance is completely digital, so employees can clock in and clock out using the web app or the mobile app or even biometric devices if your office or company uses them. So the system automatically records the hours worked, late logged ins, and as well as the overtime. So, for example, if an employee clocks in late three times in a week, so the system keeps a record of it. So no need for manual tracking. So managers can also view attendance reports instantly, making payroll and performance reviews much easier. And the big advantage here is the accuracy and convenience. So employees know their hours are tracked fairly, and HR doesn't have to spend hours cross-checking logs. So actually it's a the attendance here is transparent and hassle-free. So now let's move on to shift management. So not all companies work on a standard 9 to 5 schedule, right? So some have night shifts, rotating schedules, or flexible hours. And managing these manually can be, a nightmare. So Zoho People makes shift planning easier by allowing HR and managers to create, assign, and manage shift directly in the system. So employees can see their assigned shifts, request changes, or swap with teammates if company policy allows. So for example, if a call center runs 24/7, so managers can set up morning, afternoon, and night shifts in Zoho People. So employees get notified about their schedules, and HR can quickly adjust if someone's on leave or absent. So the system also connects with attendance tracking. So it's easy to check if employees are logging in during their scheduled hours. So this makes shift management organized, flexible, and fair for both employees and the employers. So next is leave management. So every employee needs time off, right? So whether it's for vacation, sick days, or emergencies. But without a proper system, leave requests can pile up in emails, get lost, or cause confusion because or between employees and managers. So Zoho People makes the process simple and transparent. So employees can apply for leave online, see the remaining balances, and even check holiday calendars. So managers, on the other hand, get instant notifications and can approve or reject requests with just a one click. So for example, if an employee applies for a vacation next month, let's say, so their manager can immediately see if it overlaps with teammates' schedules and approve accordingly. So everything is tracked automatically. So no manual updates and no back and forth emails. So the benefit here is clarity. So employees know their leave status anytime. Managers can plan resources better, and HR has accurate records for payroll. It's a smooth and hassle-free leave process for everyone. So now let's talk about the timesheets. So timesheets are all about tracking how employees spend their working hours, especially useful for project-based work or client billing. So traditionally, this is done in spreadsheets, which often means late submissions, errors, and wasted admin time. So with Zoho People, timesheets are digital, so simple and accurate. So employees can log their hours directly in the system, assign them to a specific projects or task, and submit them for approval. So managers can then review and approve these timesheets instantly. So for example, if a software development team spends 20 hours on a client project, so those hours can be logged in the timesheet. When it's time for billing or payroll, HR and finance already have the data ready. So no chasing employees for updates. So the result here, more transparency, less paperwork, and better accountability. So timesheets in Zoho People ensure that time spent at work is properly tracked and valued. So next up is the HR help desk. So employees often have questions, right, about let's say policies, benefits, payroll, or even technical issues. So without a proper system, so these questions usually get sent as a scattered emails or messages, making it hard for HR to track and respond quickly. So Zoho People solves this with a built-in HR help desk, so employees can raise tickets for their queries, just like how customers contact a company's support team. So HR then receives, tracks, and resolves this request in an organized way. So for example, if an employee wants to ask about their insurance benefits, so instead of sending multiple follow-up emails, so they can raise a help desk ticket. So HR sees it, responds, and the employee can track the status until the ticket is resolved. So this makes communication structured, reduces repeated questions, and ensures no request falls or get missed. So the HR help desk turns employee support into a smooth and professional process. So now let's talk about the document management here in Zoho People. So every company deals with a lot of employee related documents, right? May it be contracts, policy handbooks, certificates, tax forms, and many others. So managing all these on paper or through email attachments often leads to confusion and missing files. So Zoho People provides a secure digital vault for storing and managing documents. So HR can upload important files, share them with employees, and even set access permissions so only the right people see the right documents. So for example, HR can upload an employee's offer letter, so ID proof or even appraisal documents directly to their profile. So the employee can log in anytime to view or download them, so no need to request copies from HR again and again. So this not only saves time, but also ensures compliance since all documents are safely stored and easy to retrieve. So in short, document management in Zoho People makes your HR department paperless, organized, and efficient. So next is the HR analytics. So HR is not just about keeping records, right? It's also about making smart decisions for the workforce. But decision making becomes difficult if you don't have clear insights. So Zoho People comes with built-in HR analytics that turns raw data into meaningful reports and dashboards. So HR teams and managers can track trends like employee turnover, average attendance, leave patterns, training progress, or even performance results. So, for example, if analytics shows that a certain department has high attrition, HR can investigate why and take proactive steps. Or if data shows frequent overtime in one team, managers can look into workload distribution. So the real value here is that HR can move away from guesswork and start making data-driven decisions to improve employee satisfaction and overall employee efficiency. So now let's talk about performance management here in Zoho People. So managing employee performance is more than just yearly reviews. So it's about continuous growth. So with Zoho People, you get a complete performance management system that helps set clear goals, provide ongoing feedback, and track progress of your team. So managers can create KRAs and competencies, align them with organizational goals, and monitor performance throughout the year. So employees also benefit because they know exactly what's expected and can see their progress. So, for instance, an employee can set quarterly goals, receive real-time feedback from their manager, and even get 360-degree reviews from peers. So this makes the evaluation process fair, transparent, and growth focused. So the best part is it fosters a culture of recognition and improvement, helping employees feel valued while driving the company forward. So next, let's go into compensation management here in Zoho People. So this feature is all about making sure that salaries, bonuses, and other benefits are managed smoothly and transparently in the system. So with Zoho People, HR team can design flexible compensation structures that match company policies while ensuring fairness across organization. So for example, you can create here salary components like basic pay, allowances, overtime, or incentives, and the system automatically calculates everything without manual errors. It also ensures compliance with local laws and company rules, so HR doesn't have to worry about miscalculations. So from the employee side, it's clear and easy to understand, so they can see exactly their pay is structured, which builds trust and confidence in the organization. So, in short, it's about giving HR control and accuracy, while giving employees transparency and peace of mind. So now let's talk about the learning management or the LMS system here in Zoho People. So every company grows when its employees grow. So and Zoho People provides a built-in system for continuous learning and skill development. So with the learning management system or the LMS, HR and managers can create training programs, assign courses, and track employee progress. So for example, a new hire can be enrolled in an onboarding training module, while an experienced employee might take an advanced leadership course. So everything is digital, so employees can access materials, attend sessions, and even take assessment all within the platform. So the system also helps manager identify skill gaps and recommend the right training, making learning more personalized and impactful. So this not only improves employee performance, but also boosts engagements because people feel invested in and supported in their career growth. So next, let's dive into the integrated payroll system. So payroll is one of the most sensitive and critical tasks, and Zoho People makes it easier by directly connecting HR data with a payroll processing system. So this means employee attendance, leaves, shift details, and compensation structures all flow automatically into payroll. So no need for manual updates or human intervention. So, for example, if an employee has approved overtime or takes a day off, the system automatically reflects that in their salary computation. So, everything is calculated accurately, ensuring employees are paid the right amount on time every time. So, what's even better is that it also takes care of the statutory compliance like taxes, deductions, and contributions, reducing risk of mistakes. So, in short, the integrated payroll system saves HR's time, minimizes errors, and most importantly, ensures employees feel secure, knowing their salaries are handled with accuracy and transparency. So now, let's talk about the integrated travel and expense management here in Zoho People. So, business travel and expense claims can often be messy when done manually, right? So, lots of receipts, spreadsheets, and back and forth approvals. So, with Zoho People, all of that is simplified. So, employees can easily apply for travel requests, log their expenses, and attach receipts directly in the system. So, for example, if someone travels for a client meeting, so they can upload their hotel and transport receipts using the mobile app, and it automatically goes to their manager for approval. So, once approved, it connects with the payroll or finance systems, so reimbursement happen faster. So this integration not only saves time, but also ensures compliance with company policies. So managers get visibility on how much is being spent, and employees get a smooth and transparent reimbursement process. So next, let's talk about the employee engagement. So engaged employees are happier, more productive, and more likely to stay with the company, right? So Zoho People provides multiple tools to keep employees motivated and connected. So for example, managers can send quick feedback or appreciation notes directly through the system. So employees can celebrate milestones like work anniversaries, and HR can run surveys to gather feedback on workplace culture. So there are also features for peer-to-peer recognition where employees can appreciate each other's contributions. So this builds a stronger sense of community and belonging, especially in remote or hybrid setups. So the goal here is simple: create an environment where employees feel valued, cheered, and connected, not just managed. So when employees are engaged and the entire organization benefits from higher morale and better collaboration. So now let's talk about the business chat and collaboration. So in today's workplace, communication is just as important as any other HR processes, right? So Zoho People integrates with Zoho Click and other tools to provide a smooth channel for employees to chat, share updates, and collaborate without, leaving the HR system. So, for example, employees can message their team directly about a shift change, let's say, share documents, or get notified about HR updates right inside their chat tool. So it's faster than emails and keeps everyone connected in real time. So this also supports hybrid and remote work work because employees don't feel left out. So they can stay in the loop, ask questions, and get instant answers. So instead of juggling multiple platforms, so Zoho People keeps communication and HR processes under one roof, making teamwork more natural and efficient. So next, let's go over HR automations. So HR team often deal with repetitive tasks, right? Like sending emails, sending reminders for attendance, following up on approvals, or let's say managing leave requests. So with Zoho People, many of these processes can be automated. So for instance, if an employee applies for leave, the system can automatically route that request to their manager, send reminders if it's pending, and update the attendance and payroll records once approved. So no manual intervention needed. You can also set up custom workflows here. For example, automating the onboarding process so that as soon as a new hire joins, they automatically receive a welcome emails, policy documents, and access to training modules. So this saves a huge amount of time and reduces human error. So more importantly, it allows HR professionals to focus on strategic work life, like employee development and engagement, instead of routine admin tasks. So now let's touch on customer service. Customer services within the Zoho platform. So while Zoho People is primarily focused on HR, it also supports customer-facing teams by making sure employees have what they need to deliver excellent service. So, for example, with features like training, performance tracking, and help desk support, employees are always prepared and equipped to assist customers efficiently. So think of it this way. So when HR ensures employees are onboarded properly, trained consistently, and supported through an HR help desk, it directly impacts how those employees interact with customers. So happier, well-supported employees lead to better customer experiences. So even though Zoho People is an HR platform, it's actually, or its benefits extend to improving customer satisfaction because it helps create a workforce that's engaged, skilled, and ready to serve. So now let's talk about the HR chatbot. So the HR chatbot is like having a virtual HR assistant available 24/7. So instead of employees reaching out to HR for simple queries, so they can just ask the chatbot and get instant answers. So for example, an employee can ask, "How many leave days do I have left?" Or, "Can I download my payslip?" And the chatbot will provide the information right away. It can also guide employees through applying for leave, checking attendance, and or finding HR policies. So this reduces the load on the HR team because they don't have to answer the same routine questions repeatedly. At the same time, employees love it because they get fast self-service support without waiting for someone to respond. So it's all about making HR more accessible, efficient, and employee friendly. So now let's talk about the mobile app. So work today doesn't always happen at the desk, right? And Zoho People make sure employees and managers can handle HR tasks on the go. So with the mobile app or the Zoho People mobile app, so everything you need is right in your pocket. So employees can clock in and clock out, apply for leave, submit expenses, or even access company documents straight from their phone. So managers, on the other hand, can approve requests, track attendance, or review timesheets without needing to log into a computer. So, for example, if a manager is traveling, so they can still approve or approve leave or expense requests in just a few taps. So keeping workflows moving smoothly. So the app ensures HR processes are always accessible, fast, and convenient, no matter where employees are working from. And then finally, let's talk about the integrations here in Zoho People. So Zoho People doesn't work in isolation. So it connects with other Zoho apps and even third-party tools to give you a complete HR ecosystems. So for example, it integrates with Zoho Payroll for salaries, Zoho Expense for reimbursements, Zoho Projects for task management, and even Zoho Analytics for advanced reporting. So it also works with external apps like Microsoft 365, Google Suite, and various collaboration tools. So employees don't have to keep switching between systems. So everything feels connected and seamless. So this means HR data flows smoothly across platforms. So whether it's attendance syncing with payroll or per funds data flowing into learning and development plans. So at the end of the day, integrations make Zoho People a flexible, all-in-one HR solution that adapts to your existing workflows instead of forcing you to change them. So that wraps up our discussion on Zoho People. So as we've seen, the big advantage here is that it takes away the manual work, reduces errors, and gives HR teams more time to focus on what really matters, supporting employees and driving growth. And for employees, it creates a smoother, more transparent, and more engaging workplace experience. So thank you for staying with us through the session. I hope you now have a clear picture of how Zoho People can make managing your workforce easier, smarter, and engaging. Back to you, Lalaine.
All right, thank you, Elmer, for that insightful presentation. So that wraps up our smarter HR management, exploring Zoho People features. And if you have any questions or would like a free customized demo, you can reach out to us at info@daptalk.com or visit our website at www.daptalk.com for a personalized solution tailored to your unique business needs. Thank you all, and we hope you're safe and dry in this weather we're experiencing right now. And we hope you have a great weekend.